It'll probably stop now that I'm recording, but the battle is on. Turkey versus dog. And the Tom has been attracted. Let's see what happens. Everybody is calming down. We're putting our feathers down and we're walking away. Dang it, I missed it. I missed it. It was like the dog stole the turkey's fluffy. She's got a stuffed animal over here, guys. She's chewing on. It is their stuffy, but apparently the turkey was taking claim to it and was not crazy about the dog getting it. But we are getting ready to attach some fence. We are getting ready to stretch some fence. And I may, God help you, have one of the kids do some video. So prepare for some seasickness and things like that, because we're going to see what we can do here. So they're ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. Now this is how country kids have fun. By a show of likes, how many of you would be dizzy already? I'm dizzy just watching. All right, time to work. Time to work. Time to work. So we're going to attach the fence here to the side of the barn, because that's what we're calling it. That's what it's going to be. I am determined. And if it's not, well, it's just a game plan. So we're homesteaders. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. Alright guys, my beautiful wife there is going to be driving staples to attach that. I'm going to be up here putting the fence stretcher together, and our beautiful oldest daughter here at the homestead, Autumn, is going to be running the camera. So your fate is in her hands. I feel for you, I do. But we're out of options and we got work to do. So hopefully I have guided her properly, and it's not that bad of a show. So let us get to work. Let's get this fence done so we can get the emu released once again. That's exciting. I'm happy to get him over here. It was a plan, and it was expedited yesterday. So let's get to it, guys. Alright, so what I've done here is I put some screws in between these. Some little 2-incher to help grab the fence inside there. And then I ran some 3-inch screws in there to draw them tight together. So I should be able to hook either my chain or the fence stretcher up to here, and then we are going to mount to that tree right behind us here, and that's going to allow me to tighten this fence once we're stapled in down there, and we're about ready to go here. So my battery was dying, but we got 3 screws in there. I'm thinking that'll be enough. I've got one extra, and I got some extra small ones in case something breaks, but I think it's going to work. And we'll have a new battery here shortly, or a fresh battery I should say, but we're getting there. We're getting ready to stretch, so I'm going to get onto the other side of the fence here and let my wife continue on her struggle bus with the staples. That's just a part of it, guys. So she's doing a good job.
Maneuver myself here. On video, it looks like you're totally missing it.
You know what? But I'm hitting it. No commentary, remember? Alright, I gotta go back to this side, and you're in my way.
We'll just leave the commenting to the people.
Freya? It's on. And it's not going nowhere.
It's fun.
It's done. My struggle bus is over. Where's Dad?
He's going to get a new battery.
Oh, okay. We'll pause it then.
Alright, so we've rigged up our towing chain here to our fence stretcher, homemade fence stretcher. And then we have our high tensile stretcher hooked to the tree, to the chain, pulling the chain. We're just making sure we're still structurally sound. Quit moving it so fast, you're going to make people sick. We're just trying to make sure we're not pulling anything loose down there at the barn, so that way we can see what our tension is here. If we need to add some more, we can add some more, and if not, we'll start attaching it to the posts. But we just want to make sure that we are good and sound at the other end. Staples are holding, board staying in place. So I think I'm going to give this a few more cranks here. We're getting kind of close to the tree here, but we'll show you how this works. You got to crank it, and I think I'm getting into a rock here. If I can lift up on that, and of course I'm getting covered in crap from this oozing cedar tree, so we get to be sticky. That's always wonderful, isn't it?
Earlier, I got hand covered in sap because I was peeling bark off of a tree.
I think that's as tight as we're going to get it. 'Cause I can't get another clip. So that's how this goes, guys. Probably not going to bore you too a whole lot with this. I just wanted to show you what we're doing and how we're doing it. It is not a how-to, it is how I do, and it works quite well. I'm sure all the fence experts are having an absolute blast watching, but I can tell you now, just in the way I did this high tension wire right here, held a, what is he, 8 years old now, wild Mustang, hitting it full force. That fence did not come down. So is it proper? Absolutely not. Did it work? Absolutely. So definitely not a how-to. But being a homesteader, we make things work, and that's what we're doing now, because it would take me a little bit to be able to fund an actual fence stretcher. So we made one, and we figured out how to make it work. So don't be afraid to get out there and just figure it out, guys. We've got way entirely too many people that think things have to be a certain way, and they don't. You need to do your best with what you have and be happy with that. Move up as you go. Make improvements. You don't have to go out here and hire a crew to come in and put up this immaculate fence, and you don't have to go out here and buy these expensive fancy buildings and structures because it's not necessary. It is not a requirement, and I think we just need to stop letting people make us feel that way, because our animals here are absolutely healthy. They are happy, and you might be second guessing that because one of our emu got out, but there's reasons animals get out, and it's not because they're not happy. There was obviously a problem, and our animal sitter did not catch that problem, or did not fix the problem one way or the other, and that's how that happened, because our animals do not get out otherwise. And we're gonna set this up hopefully with a nice tension on the wire. It could be tighter if I had a come along, but I don't have one. But guys, it works. I didn't go out and spend thousands of dollars to do this. So I'm just letting you know it's not necessary. Get out there, get your feet wet, figure it out, figure out what you need, what you don't need, and stop relying on everybody else to tell you, because this didn't come from everybody telling me what I needed. I've asked certain questions, I've done research on certain things. I'm not an expert by any means, but nobody is telling me that I gotta have some fancy building. My chicken coop is an old 84 camper that we turned into a chicken coop. Before that was a dilapidated 6x8 shed that I turned into a greenhouse and then into a chicken coop. You need to come over here out of the light. You need to see me, not the sun. Thank you. Small adjustments. She's learning. So, our barn project, there's no reason why that can't be a barn. None whatsoever. It used to be a house. Probably a nice house. But it does have decent bones. But we've got to fix a little bit of the foundation so that we make sure that it stays in an upright position. So, come! Get up here! That is not your yard. Get over here. Bad.
Oh, Skittles are. Oh, here he comes.
And we don't have the remote guys to work their collars right now. They have training collars on, so unfortunately we've misplaced the remote over doing some things. I think it fell off. It has a little belt clip. We're gonna find it. But anyway, guys, you don't need somebody to tell you that you need to go out and buy a certain thing just to enjoy having some animals. Homesteaders do what they can with what they have. If you have the budget to go out and do that stuff, great. That's awesome. Not all of us do. You know, not all of us can go out and buy all this expensive stuff and do all this crazy stuff with money, and it's definitely not a requirement. Is it nice? Absolutely. It's not a requirement. So, guys, don't give up hope just because you can't go buy a $5,000 chicken coop. Don't give up because you can't go buy a $100,000 barn. It's not a requirement. We don't have a lot of expensive tools here. That fence stretcher and my T-post puller were about $50 a piece. So, you know, I don't have machinery here doing this for me. We drive these posts by hand. That post driver, I think, was between $30 and $50 itself. So we're at $150 just in tools to put up a fence ourselves. So we got a little hand tool to help make the fence clips a little bit easier. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of those or something like it. There are different versions. I like the one that Cog Hill has because for the certain style of clips, there's only one side to do, and with this tool it makes it a little bit difficult. But guys, that's the tool right there. You're able to just reach right in there and swoop that around, and it makes it quick, easy, and almost effortless. And no, we're not putting 50 clips on here. Remember, we have the high tension wire on here still, right here, if I can get a hold of it. So we have 3 strands of that still on here. So we're just adding the clips for the welded wire for the emu fence. This is the 4x5 welded wire. It is 5 foot tall. I'm 5'8", so this fence is 5 foot tall, but it is the 4x5 welded wire fence. It comes in 100-foot rolls, and it's quite pricey. You didn't put that fence down on the ground before you clipped it. It's standing up in the air. They'll go underneath it. It's a learning process, guys. That's why we're all out here, because we can catch things like that. As we don't want these guys getting out. Now, what I did learn before, you just want the fence touching the ground. You don't want it really on the ground, because if they are running that fence, they'll end up working it down into the ground. That's why we put the bottom in the air this time. I'm going to walk around here, and maybe we can show you some of those areas where they have bent the fence down, just pacing the fence line constantly. They've worked it down the T-post. But that is the, in a minute, buddy. That is the reason why we've decided to put the bottom up this time. Because actually, I think I can show you right here where my wife's at. If you look down that fence line, you can see how it kind of dips over this way. That's from them pacing this fence line. In fact, this side over here we haven't started straightening, and you can really see it. So you see how it curves over right there? That's not a straight fence. And that is from them working it down the T-post. And we decided to put the straight side down. That way we could get a nice straight fence. Stop. And have that nice straight edge along the ground. Kind of like a fresh start. So we're going to continue this on around and get all the way around here. And it'll be time to release them, guys. So stay tuned. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with the whole process. It is just rinse and repeat from here. So I did not want to sit here and bore you guys with the repetitive process. It's going to take us a little while, but I'm going to set the phone down and get in here and get busy with everybody else, and we're going to knock this out. So these guys are just watching what we're doing. Autumn, quit taunting them, please. You all have been told not to do that several times. Apparently y'all are zoomed in, didn't need to be. But these guys are just hanging out, watching us. I decided to move them up here so they could see what's going on and kind of start acclimating to this area. They can see it, they can see what's going on, and like I said, once we get it kind of a little bit more secured, where I don't have to worry about the fence laying over on us, then I can let them out here with us. They won't try to get out or none of that, as long as we're not trying to catch them or they're not being chased or anything like that. So, that being said, stay tuned, and we'll be back with you. We're going to continue this on and see what we can get done. So thanks for watching. We will be right back with you in a split second. Alright guys, it's been a while since I've checked back in with you. We are on the home stretch here. Last night we thought we had got this junction right here good enough, but apparently we did not. So when I went to tension it, it came apart. But we are fixing that now, and we are stretching the longest stretch of this fence right here. And then we will be on to this one here. And then we'll be putting the gate in. So we are getting there. I just wanted to come and check back in with y'all. I've got the stretcher and the chain ready. We had already put tension on, and it unfortunately came apart on us. So we're mending that real quick. We've already got the back section attached, and this section here. So we're trying to put 4 clips on each post, and we're making sure we get close to the ground. We had to wire our corners because we're inside our post here, so that we have that pushback force, the spring back force, when they go to hit the fence, they'll have some resistance. So I would love to change these out to wood posts. and we probably will sometime in the future, but it's not going to be today, as I have a hard time doing much with my arms, and it's hard for me to come out here and do a lot of things, and digging holes is definitely one of them. I'm not kidding, it would probably take me several days to dig them 2 holes up there in those corners, and then another one down here and here at the gate. So without an army to come out here and help dig, little lady, drop it. Bad. Without an army to come out here and help dig the holes, it would take me forever. So we tried an auger. An auger wouldn't go in this ground more than about 4 inches. So that was a waste of our time and money on that. But maybe one of these days we can find one that actually works. So the kids dug this car hood out of the ground. There is just stuff. It just never ends, guys. I literally feel like we moved into a dump, and it's just all over the place. I mean, it puts a whole new meaning to the work never ends. It really does, and we're getting it. The more that works out of the ground, the more we pick it up. But we're almost there, so we're gonna finish up this last part, and then I will let you guys see the release of the Kraken. So we have Doodle, and he reminds me of Screech off of Saved by the Bell. Look at his hair. It's kind of laying over from what it was. If we can get a side view of his hair, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's got the curly frizzles up there. There we go. There it is. But I believe they called him Streak, right? Yeah, that's what his name was when we got him. So anyway, that's their names. So we're gonna get tightening up here. We've got the fence tied together there. It's probably not the professional way to do it, and that's not why we're here to do it. We're doing it our way because we're homesteaders. So if it works, go with it. So we're gonna put some tension on this, see what happens this time, and hopefully our junction holds, and we will be on this stretch here in probably the next 20 minutes. We should be able to release these guys back into their enclosure. So exciting. So hang in there, guys. I'll be back with you in just a split second. All right, guys. So this tool has little, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's little notches. There's one right here in this bend, and then there's another one where it kind of does that little bit of a bend right there. Those are grabbing points. So you can use this tool in several ways. And the reason I'm bringing you back is so that you can see these T-posts are the wrong way. So we have your standard clip here. Okay, so those posts are facing away from us. Now normally you would go through like that and grab your fence. So how are we doing this? Well, we're going to straighten this out. You don't have to stand right on top of me. You don't need to see up my nose. She'll figure it out. So anyway, we're gonna straighten this out. Okay. We're gonna get our fence snugged up here. And I'm gonna show you there's multiple ways you can use this tool. So we're gonna, since the fence over there is off, I can't do it the way I did up top, but we're going to modify our clip here. Now you can see I'm kind of struggling to get it on there. And that's where I'm going to use my tool. I'm going to come in here like this on each clip. I'm going to get on my fence there. Well, it didn't work that time. Let me readjust here. The clip was too high up. So we're going to come in here like this. We're going to get each of our hooks. We're going to come down on the fence like that. And I'm going to get it to stay right there. Okay, I'm going to pull my tool out. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to go back in our loops. Okay. And we're going to push again. Now, I flip the tool back over. And I'm able to come in from the back side over here. I'm able to grab those clips and bend them around. Excuse me. We're recording. So that's how we're doing a backwards T-post with standard T-post clips instead of having to have a spool of wire. Now, right here we could just staple right into that tree. We may end up down at the bottom having to run some wire there, and that's okay. But this tool really comes in handy. Now you've got some that are just a single piece that comes out, and some of them have like a little thing on the end to be able to grab these loops with and work them that way. But this is just a standard clip we got at Tractor Supply, or a tool that we got at Tractor Supply. And like I said, guys, it's spaced out just right so you can grab these either way you need to grab them. You can grab them from behind. There's multiple ways you can use this tool to get these clips to do what you want them to do. And like I said, we're just kind of straightening them out a little bit here because they're made to go the other way. The way that they V is made to go the other way on this T-post. So here we go again. I'm going to just adjust this to where it goes the way I need it to go. And now that I'm kind of balanced right here, I'm going in like this. Okay, I'm going to get some leverage. I'm going to bend that down so it's where I need it to be. I'm going to hold it with my fingers. We're coming in this way since I can't go in behind with my hand right there. And bam, just like that, we're wrapped around the fence. No problem at all. It works great. And that's how we're going to continue doing this down the line. So stay tuned. They're being loud and playing Ring Around the Rosie again on the tree. But we will be back with you. It'll be a split second on your end. It'll be a little bit on our end. But we'll be right back with you in just a second. So hang tight. Over here, we're recording them being let go. All right, Anna, come. Come. Alice, you're getting ready to be joined by a bunch of people if you don't get out of there. Okay, here we go. It is time to release the Kraken.
There goes the Krakens.
Come on, big boy.
Kraken.
All right.
Crack. There's so in there. This dog's stupid. Dog, get out. Freya, come. Freya. Freya.
farm that we can add fence to this. Freya, out! Freya!
Velociraptor skills.
Come here. Get out. Get out.
You get out too.
Well, Toby will learn. Come on, man. We are going to be down here at this end of the fence, so they'll probably stay up there. They'll just venture around. They'll get kind of curious, come down here and see what we're doing, but other than that, they should be okay. Grab my cup. We need to get that chair out of here. But there they are, guys. They are exploring. They're checking out their boundaries and checking out the area. They've been able to see over here, but they've never been over here. So it's not like a whole fresh new place for them, minus the fact that they've just never been over here physically. They could see over here from the other pen for a brief time till we moved the chicken coop up there, and then it was kind of spotty, but they're going to figure it out, and I think they will be a lot happier over here. It seems like this pen is a lot bigger than what we had over there, but it is the exact same amount of fence that we used, minus this little part right here. It's not, but just a few feet difference in what they had. In fact, I would say another 25, maybe 30 foot of fence, we would be able to go from the end of the fence over and back over here and meet here. And we did lose some fence. So what did I do wrong? Well, I didn't calculate the corners, and we lost a little bit of fence in the corners. So we had it close to the corners. It just wasn't into the corners and fastened down. So we did gain some fence, but we lost some fence too. So it was nice. It went well. No major issues running the fence, but they are in here. We are going to finish up this last little section right here and get the trailer cleaned back up. They have Dakota's old water dish there, so it's already been filled and ready to go for them. So they're good to go. We'll get them some food here in a little bit once I figure out where to put their food trough, and they will be happy critters. And like I said, I think they're absolutely going to enjoy this over here. It seems like a better layout for the fencing that we had. Their pen was kind of short. It wasn't wide and long. It was just kind of a box. This is a long rectangle shape here. So it seems like it's longer. It doesn't really seem much wider, but it does feel like it's a lot longer than what they had, even though it's the same amount of fencing. So I'm happy, and we will see how it goes. So stay tuned for that. We will start checking in more often with the animals, and I will keep you all posted on our progress as we move along here at Bailey's Homestead. Because it's every day at a time, one step at a time. We can only do with what we have. So with that, I'm going to end this for today. I should have 2 videos coming. I think because I did one earlier. So yeah, we should have 2 videos coming. And if you haven't seen the post, go over to that community tab. You'll see the post that I put up of our trip yesterday, and some really awesome photos. Um, I wasn't able to record because I had to use the maps on my phone, so it made recording a little bit difficult. And although we had several beautiful views, um, I did try to get pictures of that on the way back as much as possible, but we just didn't get a video of it. And as hectic as yesterday was, the last thing on my mind was getting a video. I was trying to get home, and then as we went up there, we lost daylight. It got dark, so we wouldn't have got much anyway by the time we got to where the really beautiful views of that drive were. So we came back a whole different way than we went, so that really changed the view as far as what we've seen on the way up there and the way back. So it would have been awesome if we would have known that the big tower lit up at night. It's got a burning flame, and that would have been awesome to go see, but we didn't know that until we got there and we were reading the signs on the wall. I took a picture of all that for you, but it's a really awesome place. The World War I Museum in Kansas City, Missouri. So if you get a chance, go check that place out. It is a pretty cool part of history there. A lot of artifacts in there, and just a overall really cool place. So anyway, we had a good trip. We're back. We got the emu moved. So we're probably going to get this done, have some lunch. We may head into town. I don't know yet what our other plans are for the day. But I know we're going to get some stuff done this weekend, and just keep on moving on. It's a work in progress. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So thank you for your support. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. You can keep up with us and see as we go, because you will see as we go as well. So one last look before we say goodbye. There they are, guys. They're not freaking out. They're not panicking. It's like they're right at home. And there's the fence they're probably going to be pacing the most. We see it already. It's awesome. They're awesome creatures. So, y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.